Oh, yeah. Well, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are here. It is the morning disaster. Good morning, people. How you doing? I'm Ray Lytle, along with America's sweetheart, Nick _78, and Shit State and Shit State Steve. We are here.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are we doing?
It's like going from a filet mignon to dog food in names.
It is so good to be here, everybody. It's so wonderful.
It's wonderful to be part of that.
I got to tell you,
America's sweetheart, and then shit stain. The way it flows.
What a weekend! What a weekend, man!
Why? What happened?
I'm in my new house.
I know. I see that.
Yeah. And only a couple. There's only a couple of questions I have about the new house.
It's got that new house sound to it.
Yeah. Well, we're still We're still putting up the rest of the soundproofing. So we got a lot of it put up yet, but still gotta get the rest up. So I got a little bit, We'll get some right in front of me, and that will, start to help with it. But there's carpeting. There's a carpeting's dead. And you should. I mean, if you heard Saturday's show, Steve, remember what it sounded like Saturday?
Yeah, very echoey.
Yeah, there was almost an echo, and so
oh wow,
the soundproofing is helping it a lot. So we're getting it. Yeah, Pete says America's sweetheart and America's creeper on the same show. How about that? That's right. We are filled with everything you want.
Sweets and creeps.
We give you everything you need right here on the Morning Disaster, everybody. There's no reason to look for it. By the way, congratulations to Cindy. She was first person in the chat room today.
Good job.
Congrats to Cindy. Second person in was Wes, Adam, and Diane. So Cindy was a winner. First loser, Wes, and the others, and Pete, and Psycho Dan, America's Psycho. So that's what we have going on. I'm gonna add Wes. I gotta add Wes to our if he wants to. I'm gonna add Wes to our list of people who get the Morning Disaster email or whatever we have.
Right.
I want to add Wes to that so he can get that email that I send out every morning. Or not the email, but the message. So that way he can join in when he wants, because I got to tell you, he was on the show. He was on the show Friday, Nick. Friday's show was, I thought Friday's show was just hysterical. It was very, very funny. And in fact, one of the reasons it was funny, and I can't say who that is, but we revealed a long time on one of our subscriber shows, we revealed who the Phantom Shitter is.
Yeah.
And that's privileged information for just subscribers. We've never gone public with who the Phantom Shitter is. But the Phantom Shitter was on the show Friday. And I gotta tell you, man, it was pretty funny. That's all I'll say. So if you get a chance, if you're a subscriber, make sure to check out Friday's show, because you missed that was a hell of a show. So, I just want to get that out there. So, it's pretty funny. I see Carlos also in the chat room. Fat 420's in the chat room. Brent's and everybody's coming in now. So thank you so much for listening. It was a lot of fun on Friday's show, and I hope we have a good one today. I hope we continue the good shows. But I don't know if you guys saw, but Jason called me Saturday. I want to say, was it Saturday or yesterday? Jason called me, and he tells me that the Illinois Times put out their best of, okay?
Already nominated.
The best of 21. Yeah. And he said, hey, I just want to let you know they brought back the best podcast. And I was like, what? He said, yeah, they brought back the best podcast category. And I didn't know they bring it back. And the last time they did it, I won it in 2015 or whatever. So I just want to let everybody know it is back. So we would love to, win it again. So get some nominations.
Dominate.
Yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing. They only take the top of all the people. I don't know who's nominated, but they only take. But there were, when Jason told me, when he said, that's my son said there was like 5 or 6 people who's already gotten their name in or whatever. So make sure you do nominate us so we can be one of the finalists and get into the finalist vote.
Yeah, I put our name in the moment I saw the article up. So
awesome. Oh, when did it go up? When did it originally go up?
It was like, I think it was Thursday or Friday, I think.
Wow.
When I saw it.
I think it's because I was moving.
I think it was Thursday because that's when the Illinois Times comes out, right? So
yeah.
It makes sense though to put it on that day.
Well, I like the Illinois Times because number one, they're not behind a paywall.
Yeah.
So I can read their articles online. I read, but you got to look at the ads, but you can read their articles, which is fine. But also, I was busy moving, so I didn't see it. And Princess, sorry, Ray, I nominated Garden Time with Susan as my favorite podcast. Oh, thank you, Brent. Thank you for nothing. Yeah. So, I hope we beat Garden Time with Susan. I really, really do. I mean, that's a goal of mine. Yes.
If you want to hear a racist show, it's Garden Time with Susan.
Is there a lot of racists on that show?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, the name implies it's a one-person show. I mean,
yeah.
I'll be damned. No, boy, that's Susan. Oh, Garden Time with Susan.
It's funded by the Proud Boys.
Oh, I had no idea. It's a pro MAGA show too.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, she claims. Not only does she claim that Trump won the presidency, she.
Her last show was how the white petunia is the superior flower.
Wait a minute. Is Garden Time with Susan an actual show?
I don't know.
Yeah, because we're joking.
I hope it is.
Yeah, we're joking as if Garden Time with Susan is a fake show. So I hope it's not a real show that we're actually calling racist. I hope that's not the case.
Sorry,
oh
Susan.
My God. Oh Jesus. Yeah. So sorry, Susan. If it's just a one-person show.
My mom told me that it was racist, but who knows?
Yeah. I hope there is no show called Garden Time with Susan. If there is and it's nowhere around here and she is in fact racist, who knows?
Exactly.
I mean, if she even better if she talks to her carrots or rutabagas or zucchini. Oh, Mary's the one who brought it up, and she goes, "Oh, I hope there is." Okay, good. So there is no garden time. Thank God. Because garden time with Susan. Boy, you guys, she's a horrible racist. She wears a T-shirt that says KKK right on it.
This week we're going to talk about how dark vegetables ruin the property value of your garden.
This week, my zucchini's too woke on this week's show. I see Wes has joined us. Hello, Wes. How are you? Do I hear him?
Well,
Oh, there he is. Okay.
This week, rhubarb pie, the George Soros bought dessert.
Trying to ruin your plate. Rhubarb. Oh, yeah.
Make artichokes great again.
Yeah, so everybody's talking about garden time with Susan. But if you can, I'd appreciate a nomination. You know,
I think I'm going to nominate Garden Time with Susan just for the hell of it. See what happens. See how that goes. What kind of traction that can get.
Garden. So we're gonna put up. See, that's our goal. Our goal is to be in the finals with a bunch of shows that don't exist.
Yeah.
If we can rig it, this is how we win it. Vote for the best podcast, and your choices are Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster, Garden Time with Susan. We got to come up with like 3 more fake podcasts.
what a devastating loss, though, if we lose to those fake shows. That's the end of the show right there.
Oh my God, it'd be fantastic. Garden Time with Susan. Oh, that's so funny. God damn. Oh. Garden goodness. The Adventures of the Necro Creeper. That's what Dan's putting. That's fantastic. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, so I'm in my new office. But here's the other thing. My wife, she puts a kitty litter box for our cats in the basement, which is fantastic because, you know, the kitty litter box used to be, you know, in the hallway when you first enter my house of the old house. And those cats would get in there and do their business. Sometimes they do their business right at the beginning of the morning. So, of course, I'd get a sniff of that, right? So she starts out putting the litter box in the basement. Then on Saturday, she takes the other litter box and she decides, well, I'll hide it. Let me hide it somewhere. You know, let me hide it somewhere where it's not easy to find. And where she decides to hide it is in my studio. If you guys look behind me, you'll see, well, there's 2 doors. There's one door that's in the hallway outside the studio, but the other door, which is closed because I closed it when I came in, is a closet that, of course, I don't need any. You know, I don't need a closet for anything in here because, you know. And that's where she put a litter box. So Saturday show, I come in here and I'm like, what in the hell is that smell? What is that? And it's a litter box. And one of my cats went in there and took a good fresh dump Saturday morning. Literally right before the show started. So the whole show I had to smell with cat waste.
So what you're saying is that she's come up with a solution to your bathroom issue.
No, she came up with a solution to my She came up with a solution for my cats. No solution for me. And
where do you rank in that house?
I don't know, pretty low. I rank pretty low, I think. So the first thing I did when I walked in today was shut that door, you know. So I don't want the cats coming in here and, you know, making a mess while I'm broadcasting. So I got to remember to open it on my way out. So somebody remind me. COVID. Matt says COVID test. If you can smell the cat poop, you're healthy. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It is a COVID test. If you can smell,
it's a great COVID test.
Yeah, if you could smell it, at least you know you don't have COVID. Yeah. My taste has been screwed up for a while. I don't know what caused that, but my smells works accurately. You know, like I smell especially bad things very well. So that's never been an issue. But that Matt's right. That is a COVID test. If you smell cat poop, you know you don't have COVID, because people who get COVID, they can't smell and they have a lot of problems with smelling and tasting, right? I mean, I've never had COVID, but that's one of the things I hear. I see. By the way, big thanks to Wes, who my wife said was the MVP of our moving. She said, Wes, you were the MVP of the move. So I thought I'd share that with you. Followed by Goose. And I pointed out, I said, well, I mean, everybody worked hard. She goes, I know, but she goes, I'm just ranking. She goes, I'm ranking in effectiveness. I said, okay. So
I wouldn't say everybody.
I said, so who you got as number one? She goes, Wes, definitely one. She goes, 2, Goose. She goes, Goose worked his ass off, but she goes, he didn't make any decisions. She goes, Wes at least made decisions. She goes, Wes made decisions and would, and would speak up. So she put Wes first, Goose second. And I said, what about TJ? She goes, TJ, hard worker, but he doesn't stop talking. And so she ranked him 3rd. And I said, well, what about Jason?
Yeah, what about Jason?
And so she goes, ask everyone else. I said, what do you mean ask everyone else? She goes, ask everyone else where they think Jason should come in the rankings. So Wes, I'll ask you, where would Jason come in the rankings?
What would last place be? Were there 5 people, 6 people?
I think my wife was wanting to put herself above Jason.
She helped more than Jason did. More than I saw Jason help. I mean, she was helping like lift couches through the doorways, and
right.
She went and got us pizza to eat.
Yeah.
All I saw when I looked at Jason was him on his knees near you, right where he wanted to be.
Well, listen, I'll tell you though, but Jason was important. He's the one who, I mean, we had to hook the studio up. Literally, as soon as we moved in, we had to move all the crap out of the studio. And I know some people are like, oh, come on. You know. By the way, TJ's son would also rank higher than Jason. So you got Wes, Goose, TJ, my wife, Riley, one of my cats, or my dog Chester, and then Jason. That's how the ranking would come down. But no, Jason helped me set the studio because the whole thing was getting into the house, getting the internet connected, and then making sure the studio worked so that I could do the show Saturday. I mean, those are important things. And Jason is the one who helped me. Jason was the one who helped me right from getting the studio going. So you guys, if it weren't for Jason, we wouldn't have had a show Saturday. We definitely, would not be having a show now. So I want to thank Jason for that. So you and Goose, who also made a comment.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. I want to thank you. Big thanks.
Goose basically,
I should have taken the tech job.
Goose, I mean, Jason lifted some stuff. He carried some things out, didn't he? I mean, I'm sure a few boxes. And I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I know there's some things that were like, for example, my computer that I used to broadcast, there was a book. There was a big, thick book that I had that was underneath it, right? And when I was removing it, as soon as the show ended Friday, I started putting everything in boxes. And I grabbed this giant book. It was some kind of literature book that, and I said, I go, guys, make sure that this gets back in my office because it's what the computer sits on to make it even with my head, because if you look at my computer now, like if I raise up a little bit, I'm almost out of frame, because I want it to where my head's like, even. And the book was nowhere to be found. So I need to get something now to lift the computer. And I have no idea where the book is. None. So, you know who I blame for that?
Jason?
Jason, yeah. That should have been his job. His job would be, this is that book that Ray pointed out. This is the book that was pointed out that he didn't want us to lose. And, of course, it was locked. I mean, it was lost. Nowhere to be found. And then we want to thank Steve for thinking of us while we were moving.
Yeah.
And then we tried calling Steve. All right, I sent Steve a message Friday, telling him that we were. I told this story Saturday, but I'll tell you something now. So I told Steve we had a riding lawnmower, and they tried to move the lawnmower on the truck, but they couldn't get the lawnmower on the truck. Okay.
Well, no, we got it on the truck, but then it was in the way of getting everything else on, so we took it back. We took it back off.
Oh,
yeah.
And Mary wants to know if I only own one book. No, my daughter owns plenty of books. In fact, it was one of her old textbooks that she let me have. But it was the perfect amount of thickness. It was so thick, you know what I mean? It's one of those big school books. So I don't know the dimensions of it. It was just perfect for what I needed. So I don't know, but my daughter I can't just go grab books of hers, So we tell Jason, we're like, hey, we couldn't fit the riding mower on the truck. So I didn't know. And so Jason says, well, I got the truck in the trailer, and he goes, let me look for some ramps. He goes, let me look for some ramps so I can help you out. And I go, oh, thanks, man. And then we're finished moving. So, everybody's moving and everything. So Wes leaves and of course Jason leaves, and Goose and TJ go over for the last round of stuff, and they're cleaning everything out. And there's the riding mower in the garage. And so they go, screw it. So Goose starts it up, rides the riding mower up the ramp or whatever. And then they come over. All right. And they bring the riding mower, they bring it over. Mm-hmm. And they get it to the house. And then Goose rides the riding mower off they ride the riding mower off the truck. and they eventually park it in the garage over here. And so time goes by because, we're setting everything up, right? So then it's Saturday, and I go, oh shit! You know what? I didn't tell Steve that we got the riding mower on the truck. So I go to tell Steve Saturday morning. I go, hey, Steve, we got the riding mower moved. And then Steve's like, son of a bitch. He's like, son of a bitch. He's very angry. So, Steve, I want you to clarify. Why were you so angry?
No, I wasn't angry. I had to go dig them some bitches out of the garage and put them in my truck. And everybody, they're still in my truck till this afternoon. So if anybody needs anything moved, let me know. I got a pair of ramps in my truck right now.
So you left your house on Friday.
Yeah, and went and dug them out of the garage.
Where were they?
They're at my cousin's house in his garage out in the country. That's where I keep all my big stuff.
So you drove all the way out to your cousin's.
Yeah.
And then you started looking for these ramps.
Yeah, I found them, and they were behind. I had to climb over the top of lawnmowers and shit and garbage. And dig them out. And I thought, well, I hope this son of a bitch is happy I got these son of bitches out.
Can I just say that everybody that lives on the outskirts of Decatur has the same voice? They all sound alike.
Especially when they get angry.
Yeah.
And when they get angry, it's some bitch this and some bitch that, and some bitch this. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. So that's why you were angry, because you had to dig everything out. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Steve.
Okay.
I was gonna send you a message as soon as it happened, and I just got caught up on trying to make sure everything would be at least in working order for that Friday show, and it took a while.
Don't worry, Steve. Your positive thoughts were plenty of help.
Yeah. Good. Believe me, I was sending those positive thoughts, especially after. We got those on the U-Haul. Son of a bitch.
Yep. Oh yeah. So sorry about that, Steve. I'm sorry you had to go dig all that stuff out. So.
That's okay. I've got them now. I won't put them back where they were. I'll put them out where they're easily accessible.
So, and Matt wants to know is what is some bish? It does sound like a made up word.
No.
When he got angry, then throwing around those some bitches. When he got angry and was throwing them around, it was pretty impressive. Nick, you just missed Angry Steve made an appearance. By the way, Angry Steve just made an appearance.
Uh-oh.
I had him explain why he was so angry. Please, Steve, tell us again why you were so angry when that I asked you to help me move the riding mower, and then I called you. Then I got hold of you next day, and I said we didn't need you to move it. Why were you so angry?
Yeah, okay,
brace yourself, Nick.
Let's clarify this. Ray gets a hold of me at 4:00 on Friday afternoon and says, "Hey, I think I'm going to need you to come over here and get this lawnmower." Cool, I got ramps. I can do it in my truck. So I go out, get my ramps out of the son bitchin' garage, put them in my truck, get home. I told Ray, I said, well, I'll be over after this show Saturday. Okay, great. About 8:30 that night, I get this text that says, hey, they got the lawnmower on the truck. I don't need the ramp. I'm like, son of a bitch. That son of a bitch said he needed these ramps, so I go and dig the son of bitches out and put them in my truck, drive back home, all prepared to drive over to Springfield. And then son of a bitch told me, oh, I don't need them now.
Wait a minute. Did you say 8:30 at night?
Yeah, 8:30.
What time were you planning on moving this mower?
He said he told me I could come over Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
He told me, he
God.
said, I said, do you need me to come now? Oh, no, I don't need you to come now. And then he says, oh, they got it on the truck. I'm like, son of a bitch. You said you didn't need it now.
I just wanted to tell you that they took care of it. So
Yeah. Well, I got the ramps in my truck right now.
so
Sorry you
Angry
had to break a sweat, Steve.
Yeah, it's terrible. I'm going to break another
Some
one
bitch.
today.
What are you doing
Yeah.
today, Steve? What are you doing today?
Just so you know, freshmen are at Milliken. They moved in this weekend. This time for
Oh.
some heavy duty creeping. Did you know that Milliken has their own police force?
Well, I
They
do
do.
now. Yeah, I do
Yeah, you
now.
do. I didn't know that till the gentleman came up and asked me what I was doing sitting in the parking lot.
So you're gonna do some creeping today.
No, I told him I was there visiting freshmen. He said, "Oh, okay, sir. Well, you can't sit here for an extended period of time."
Oh God. So Mary wants to know what Steve's favorite word is. Well, it seems like
Some bitch.
so she's like some bitch, but I also heard a son of da bitch was in there.
Yeah,
Did you hear that, Wes? Did you hear?
Yeah,
There
I
was
did. Yeah.
son of da bitch.
There's many variations of
Yeah,
son
and
of
then
a bitch, and none
I
of them
also
are right.
I also heard a son of bitch. SUNABITCH. I heard that as well.
It all depends
So
on how mad I'm getting at the time how it comes out.
I heard a son of da bitch, son of bitch. I heard plenty variations of some bitch when Angry Steve came out. Oh,
That Oriana slang.
yeah, there was a I heard a lot of that. Oh my God. And the Milliken police
Yeah.
have already checked Steve. They've already checked him once this year.
Yeah, I think they wrote my license plate number down on my truck too.
So you think how long are they going to let you creep there before you?
I don't know. I'll find out today.
Before they have you move along.
We'll find out today.
Oh,
The good
God.
thing is that Fairview Park is really close. I kind of sit in the park and use my binoculars to see over the college.
I like how he talks about it so comfortably. You know, oh my God.
Something to do.
Yeah. So you have fun. You're not out there causing trouble. You just
No, I'm not causing any problem. Still enjoying myself.
Yeah. Just enjoying yourself to some young freshman girls over at Milliken. There's certainly nothing wrong with that.
Boy, do they look good too.
Really? They got some good looking ones this year, huh?
Oh yeah.
He's so matter of fact in his creeping. Isn't
No
he?
shame. No shame.
Yeah. There's no shame when he's telling these stories about driving to colleges and looking at young girls through binoculars.
And saying it's no problem.
There's a decided lack of shame.
I'm maybe thinking about extending my area with the Champaign, maybe over to the University of Illinois too. Check that out.
Get a look at those girls.
Yeah.
Have you ever been confronted by any of these girls' boyfriends or anything like that?
Yeah.
No, just the Milliken police.
When I was in college, there was it was every year, but there was one year in particular I remember where we did the trek and visited like everywhere you could go. Like, we went to Champaign one weekend for their Halloween celebration. And then we went to Carbondale the next weekend for their Halloween celebration. And then we made a trip to Eastern. I made trips to ISU. We visited. We went to a couple parties at Blackburn, which is in Carlinville. you name it, went and visited different colleges. And I thought, I mean, the craziest time I had was Carbondale. Carbondale was, I mean, that was crazy. This is in the 1980s. And I'm telling you, they were taking full beers in cans. And they started throwing the beers there's a bank. And they started throwing full cans of beers at this bank sign. And that started this riot thing that I was in the middle of. And then there was there were bars, and at the time I was like maybe 18. But we got in the bars no problem. I mean, it was a wild, wild weekend at Carbondale. And some of the most attractive girls. I mean, it was really a lot of fun. Some of the most attractive girls I'd ever seen. And I hooked up with one in Carbondale. It was a lot of fun. And Champaign was probably second. Champaign was second in that list. And then I'd probably say Bloomington or Illinois State was probably third, you know. But the craziest party, I went to a party in Blackburn. That was the nuttiest party I'd been to. And the party was in the dorms. Like these kids they'd gotten a big garbage can and just filled it with whatever. And there were different dorm rooms up near the front to where this party was going on. And there were all kinds of stuff. And I went into a dorm room and got handcuffed to this bed. It was the craziest. That was the craziest party I'd ever been to. And that was at Blackburn. And literally one of my friends came in and had to break the handcuffs or break the bed in order to get me out of there. Like he broke the bed or the thing the handcuff was around. He broke the bed to get the handcuff off, and then eventually we found someone with keys to take the handcuffs off my hand, so off my wrist. So that was probably those are my rankings. Those are my rankings of the colleges that I visited.
Steve looks like he had a PTSD response when you mentioned being handcuffed.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. Do you have some kind of stories, Steve?
No. I just remember being handcuffed and he said, "You're not under arrest. We're just here to detain you."
So you had a PTSD about the authorities handcuffing you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I wish my story was better. I wish it was better. I was handcuffed by an attractive girl, and I thought something cool was going to happen, but nothing crazy happened.
Are you into all that? I don't like being handcuffed.
No. I most definitely am not.
No.
But it was not. I don't like not having any control.
Right.
And yeah. So yeah, it was. I once hooked up with this girl in Texas who was like that, like wanted to have a guy have no control, and it was just not comfortable. It was not comfortable at all. I just, like when it was over and and I was free to go, I couldn't get out of there fast enough. I'm just not into that. So yeah, I was handcuffed. No, Sydney wants to know if the girl took my money. Like, no, it was really weird. We were making out and she handcuffed me. And then she said she'd be back. This is after I was handcuffed, right? She handcuffed me and left. And so I was in this room with a boner and my hand, and it was my right arm was just cuffed to this bed. It was crazy. And the girl left, and I said, where you going? She goes, I'll get a surprise. And then she left. And I was just in this bed. And I was like, what is the surprise? What, you know? And and so the girl, she didn't come back for like 10 minutes. And I was screaming, and my friend Tony was in the party, and he heard me calling. So he walked down the hall, and then he went and said, what are you doing? I said, dude, I'm handcuffed in this bed. And he's like, what? I said, I'm handcuffed in this bed. And then he's the one who broke the bed and uncuffed me, you know, and pulled the handcuffs off. And then eventually we found someone with a key that uncuffed me. Yeah, but I don't know where the girl ever went. I have no idea. All I know is when she came back, she found a bed with a broken, I don't even know what the thing was called, but it was a part of the it was part of the headboard. But it was broken where I got handcuffed around. So yeah, I don't know where she went, we took off after that, but it was crazy. It was nuts. I don't know what the surprise was. I was uncomfortable and got the hell out of there. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to try to walk around campus today, and I'm going to stick this in my pants. See if the women
Is that a squash?
cucumber.
A cucumber?
Yeah.
Why do you think?
I'm going to try to walk around campus with my walker and stick this down in my pants.
Yeah, because that's why you're not getting the ladies. They think you have a small penis.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Well, yeah, because it more or less would be like this right here.
Okay, but here's what you're gonna please show us what you want them to think is your penis.
What I want? What?
Please show us what you want them to think is your penis. So what is the
this.
yellow? All right. They're gonna think that you have some kind of
I'm huge.
growth. No, they're gonna think like, what in the hell with this? What does this guy have?
They're gonna look at me and they're gonna say, "Look at that old cripple man. He's got a big dong." We feel sorry for him.
They're gonna feel sorry for you, and
He has to walk with a walker.
They're going to see that van and they're going to be running.
I hope not. I hope the free candy draws them in.
so you want them to see an old man on a walker with a giant cucumber-sized package, and you think they'll come running to you because they'll be so excited.
I might go borrow a rascal from Walmart and take it back when I'm done, and just ride around campus with that.
Thank you, Brent. That's exactly what I was implying. Brent says they're going to say, "Oh my God, that crippled man has elephantitis." That's exactly what I was implying. They're going to think there's something wrong with you.
Maybe they want to check it out then.
God, why you think anybody is looking for that?
Young girls.
Oh my God. Okay,
so in Steve's scenario, they're going to overlook the van and the and the fact that he's gross looking and be like, "Look at that hog! I gotta get me a piece of that."
Okay,
exactly.
But all right. So let's say it happens. Let's say somebody actually says, "Oh my God, that's cucumber sized. I got to get me some of that." So they decide to go with you, and then they undo your pants, and then
that wouldn't be good.
Thank you. And they see, oh, wait a minute. It's not real. It's just this dumbass put a cucumber in his pants.
I have to keep the lights off so they wouldn't know.
I think by then he's got them sedated and everything. They can't move. Got them chained to the side of the van or something.
Handcuffs.
Oh my God. So your real penis is nothing like the cucumber.
No, it's about like this. It's kind of like this right here. Or maybe this is a better one. I probably got Crohn's disease or whatever.
So it's more like a pepper that you're holding. So
yeah, small one, jalapeno.
I don't know why, but I just think Steve looks like he's all balls. You know,
I got some balls about this big.
Steve's all balls. Oh my
Probably.
god.
You're probably right, Wes. I probably am.
Psycho Dan says, "Does my cologne smell like chloroform to you?" Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah. That stuff's hard to get, you know.
Some bitch. She found my Matt says, "Some bitch. She found my cucumber." Oh damn. Oh. Good old Steve. Yeah, I'm not sure if your creeping's going to go any better with the cucumber.
I guess we'll find out.
I would advise against that.
Stay tuned for tomorrow's show.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear how this turns out. I'm sure. I mean, as soon as the show's over, I'll make sure to call the authorities at Milliken so they know who to look out for. I mean, it's not me who's doing that. If someone calls the authorities at Milliken to look out for you.
They wouldn't do that in Decatur.
anonymous tip.
Yeah. Brent says Steve doesn't really know the size of his wang and balls. He hasn't seen them in 30 years.
Exactly.
No.
15 years.
By the way, I'm sure Steve is I think Steve's probably a guy who regularly takes pictures of I think Steve might regularly take pictures of his wang and balls.
I gotta take pictures of it and I haven't seen it.
I'm telling you. I bet you're a guy that takes pictures of him somewhere.
Nope. Never ever took a picture of it.
By the way, I will say the same thing. I've never taken a picture of my junk ever. And I've never sent that. But the amount, I saw a statistic the other day, the amount of people who have actually sent wang shots is astronomical.
I've sent one, but I've had to Photoshop one off of the internet from somebody else.
Well, how many men are on the planet? I think that's probably the amount that have sent.
I have never ever taken a shot of myself and sent it to someone.
I've never taken one. No.
I mean,
I can tell you, my balls probably do hang low because they always dip into the toilet water.
Boy.
Anything else y'all want to know?
No. We found out too much.
I don't think we wanted to know this.
Yeah, we didn't want to. We don't want to know what you already told us.
But it's helpful to the authorities, so I'm glad you shared.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know who wants pictures of those. Like, as long as the cell phone has been around, okay? As long as cell phone and text messaging, so especially in the last decade and a half, because text messaging got really big around what, 2006, 2007. Am I wrong in that?
Yeah, I think the first iPhone came out in 2008. So.
Oh, was it 2000? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I imagine that's when it started getting big. So it's been like the last decade or so. But girls that I know, I've actually heard them say, what makes guys think I want to see pictures of their wang? You know, like, because men just send out pictures of their wangs, like, oh, you know what she needs? A wang shot. You know what Steve just farted again. You know what she needs? A wang shot.
You know what I think it is? They know that their personality sucks, so they're like, I got to reel them in with something.
I was telling Wes a story the other day. I think I was telling you this Friday. We were talking about a buddy of ours. And I told you, I said, hey, this one time they asked me to fix it. They asked me to fix a computer. And I said, yeah, I'll fix it. And so I'm in this computer that I have to fix, right? I'm not going to say who the person is, but so I'm fixing the computer, and while I'm fixing it, there is a file on the desktop that's unmarked, but it's a folder, and I'm like, did they get a virus? What the hell? And so I see it, and it's got, and it's a folder, but the name of the folder is a character. Okay.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh shit, what did they download? So I open it up, right? And it's pictures of this guy we know naked.
Spread eagle.
He's standing.
Oh,
He's standing. Hands, like, and then on one of the pictures, he's got a towel, the kind of towel that you dry yourself off with after taking a shower or whatever. So the man is standing there with an erection, and he's put a towel on his manhood, and it's just sort of hanging off of his. And I was like, and I'm looking at it, and I'm going, oh my God, what did I stumble in? Should I call the authorities? What in the world? What? It was the most shock. And so I was telling Wes this story on Friday, and you asked me, you go, what did you do? And I said, I just fixed the computer and gave it back, and I never said anything. It was too embarrassing. I'm not going to mention that I saw a picture of the guy's wang. But Mary says, is there any other kind of towel? No, I just wanted to point out that it wasn't like a washcloth, that it was the kind of towel that you dry yourself with. And I don't know why. I have no idea why he had it draped. I have no idea what was going on with this.
At least he had it covered.
Yeah. I don't know why I have no idea why any of this mattered, but this person. And so, but Wes, you thought a little bit differently of him after I told you that, didn't you?
yeah, because I know who it is, and he would have been impressed that you had seen it and probably been happy. He has no shame, much like Steve.
So do you think it was put there intentionally?
I wouldn't. Yeah, probably.
Because they asked me to fix this computer, and I thought they'd caught a virus or something. I opened up this folder, and I'm seeing, naked photos, and so now you're thinking they probably put that there on purpose.
There are plenty of places you can hide things on a computer, or you can label a folder something that's inconspicuous, but an unmarked folder on the desktop. Yeah.
With dong pics.
He wanted you to be impressed with his coat hanging penis.
I was not I was not impressed. No, I was bothered. Not impressed,
He wanted you to be impressed.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he just, and I can't remember. I can't even remember if there were naked pictures of his girlfriend on there or not. But it's just because I stopped looking. I stopped looking as soon as I saw, the guy with the towel draped on his penis. I was like, okay, this is way more than. So God knows what else was in there. I probably could have seen more had I kept looking, but I was too bothered,
He probably thought he was the hot one in that relationship. He didn't need any pictures of her.
Well, I just stopped looking. I was like, okay, this is enough. Yeah. So that was the kind of stories we were telling on Friday. And I don't know if that was, that was while I was ripping. Was that while I was ripping down the studio? I can't remember, but yeah.
Yeah, it was right after the show ended.
Yeah. So we were sharing the stories of the penis, the towel hanging from it, and other types of goodness.
I actually just talked to that guy yesterday. It's
Oh,
kind of
yeah?
ironic. Yeah, I didn't mention the photos. I think I'll keep that to myself, or he'll be sending them to me.
You didn't bring up. Hey, Ray was telling us
Are you jealous, Wes? I'll send it to you too. No, I'm good. Thanks.
You think his reasons might have been, oh, this will make him jealous.
Yeah, something like that.
I've never in my life wanted to hang a towel from my penis. It's not anything I've ever wanted to do. So I was definitely not jealous. So if that was his, I was bothered, but I was indifferent on any other emotion upon finding the picture of this man and his penis and the towel and whatever the hell else was going on there.
Hey, maybe that's a line that I could use with these other ladies down in Middleton. I could say, hey, come in my van. I can show you how I can hang a towel from my penis.
All I'm seeing with your Milliken trip is you getting arrested. I'm not envisioning anything else in that. I just thought I don't
think they're going to be walking around with towels either.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, they're walking in public,
No,
and your
I
hope
would-
is
Yeah, I
your
could
hope
say,
is-
hey, look at this. Come here, look at this. Check this out. I can hang a towel from my penis. Watch.
But I mean, what are you hoping the girls are wearing when you drive up to Milliken?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Shorts.
Yeah,
It's hot too, so as little as possible.
You just think they're going to be walking out there in bikinis.
Yeah. Well, they're all naive freshmen now, so
Yeah.
I'm a veteran over here as a creeper. They don't know me.
So you've been going there for a while.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've been creeping for a while.
Well, of course.
Been creeping for about 15 years.
Are you ready to drink some beer for breakfast?
Ooh, gross.
Wes, what about you? You want beer for breakfast?
not especially, no.
Because IHOP is adding beer, wine, and champagne to the menu.
Why?
Why?
I don't.
Yeah.
IHOP. At IHOP, you'll be able to order a beer, some wine, or champagne soon.
Are they going to be able to match the pancakes with the wines? You know, like
I have no.
these pancakes. You want to drink a Merlot or a
Maybe they finally figured out their food is disgusting, so they got to go a
that's
different route.
The coolest part of IHOP, and this is the coolest part of IHOP, is the fact that you can get the different types of syrup on the pancakes.
right.
Like you could put regular syrup or strawberry syrup or a blueberry syrup. Like you could put it,
Boysenberry too.
yeah, whatever it is. You get to put it, you've got the three choices right there and you get to pick one and and that's what you put on your pan. That's the coolest option at IHOP. So now you're saying, as you go, oh, I'll have the strawberry pancakes. But this matches up with a Merlot. So I'd like to let me get a 78 Merlot. So you're saying that people will match the pancakes to the wine?
I just go in and say, give me biscuits and gravy and some bitch and Bud Light.
So Bud Light goes with biscuits and gravy.
You bet.
What goes with an omelet?
Ooh, mimosa.
So that's champagne and orange juice, right?
Right, yeah.
So you can get an omelet and a mimosa.
Yeah.
It's a nice purchase.
I guess I'm down for a mimosa in the morning. That wouldn't be
Right?
too bad.
So yeah. That it might work.
Didn't they try to go into hamburgers for a while? They were going to be like not IHOP anymore.
Yeah, they did, and that's the main reason they're doing this. I think is because they have really tried to push off from the breakfast food, and they sort of remember when they were promoting their hamburgers.
Mhm.
The IHOP hamburgers and to sort of, but I have a theory behind that. Is they realized what many of these cafe places realize. You can't charge a bunch of money for breakfast.
No.
You can't tell people it's going to cost you, you're not getting $20 a plate for breakfast. Because if you're serving someone, eggs and toast and a couple pieces of sausage and a pancake, people know, well, eggs cost what, 80 cents an egg, So
You can get them for under $1 a dozen.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that in their mind, they're just not gonna pay for
No.
Tons of money. And I think they figured out, they're like, shit, we need to make some money. We're not making enough with breakfast. So if we do hamburgers and fries or whatever, then we can charge a little more money per plate. So, I mean, I think that's why they did it. And so I think that's what's going on with the alcohol too. Because it's not so much for breakfast. You want to go in and they want people to stop by at lunchtime or later, maybe dinner time, and order up some chicken chicken wings or chicken strips and some fries,
chicken and waffles,
or whatever, and then some beer or a hard drink or whatever, because then they could charge money. You know what I mean? You make a hell of a lot more money from like a whiskey and Coke than you do from an over easy egg.
Oh yeah,
that's the real reason.
You can get beer at Denny's, can't you?
I don't know, because I can't remember the last time I've been to a Denny's. It was a long time ago. They're adding Bud Light, Blue Moon, Corona, Barefoot Bubbly Brut, and Barefoot Bubbly Chardonnay champagnes. And they're adding red and white wine.
Barefoot, that's cheap stuff right above Boone's Farm.
I don't know.
Screw-in cap.
And they'll be adding different local beers too, depending on what area the IHOPs will be in. So there you go. IHOP is adding alcohol to the menu.
Check that out here.
What goes with like blueberry pancakes? Some Zinfandel? I don't know. What do you match? I don't.
Yeah.
I used to have this this ability to, and this is something I had, especially in the 90s and early 2000s. Like someone would tell me any meal they're going to have, and I could tell them the perfect drink, like what to have with it.
Yeah,
and I haven't done it in so long, but I used to be like, they used to say, I'll be having crab legs and a fillet, and I go, oh, Pepsi. And they go, what? And I say Pepsi. And they would, sure enough, they had the Pepsi. Oh my God, that really matched. And they would say, I'll be having some French fries. I'll be having French fries with some fried chicken. I go, oh, Coke. And they'd say, oh my God, you're right. Coke was perfect with that. So, and then they would say, oh, I'll be having this. And I'd say, oh, that's, have a Sprite or some type of 7-Up or whatever. And I had that ability. I've lost it because I don't, like I said, my taste is not right. But I used to take honor in it. I used to take pride in that. You know what I mean?
I always thought that was just a marketing ploy to get people to buy beverages.
Well, no, but it's a different. They do taste differently. I mean, Coke and Pepsi taste different. You know, there's a decided different taste. Just like Sprite tastes different from 7-Up, And some people put Mountain Dew in the same category. Mountain Dew is not in the same category as Sprite or 7-Up. And then, there's ginger ale, which is a totally different,
I used to love Mountain Dew.
Like Jason drinks that Mountain Dew like it's water. You know that Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I used to look more like Jason when I drank all that Mountain Dew.
Yeah. It's just my brother Foon drank Mountain Dew when he first went on the road. And he drank Mountain Dew and ended up getting type 2 diabetes.
Catches up with you fast.
Yeah. And the doctors are like, holy shit. I mean, my brother at one point, this is a true story. My brother at one point was a real big weightlifter. Like, he went into the service, but it was like a choice between, for him, it was a choice between going into the service or trying to become a professional, I don't even know what professional weightlifting things can do. And not like a bodybuilder, not like that. But I mean,
like one of those strong men.
Yeah, lifting weights, because he was really, he lifted immense weights. And instead he joined the service. But that's how built he was. And then he starts drinking this Mountain Dew. And so he wasn't super fat, but all he did, and I remember him telling me, I can't figure out why I'm gaining weight. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, all I do is smoke cigarettes and drink Mountain Dew. I don't eat any food. And I'd be like, well, that just doesn't seem like, that just doesn't seem healthy. And then his doctor, what his job, he had to get something, and they took a blood test and they go, holy shit, you're type 2 diabetic.
Maybe it's the several dozen spoons of sugar you're consuming every day.
Yeah. And he couldn't figure out why it happened. So they told him, they said, you can't be type 2 diabetes. You're going to get whatever. And so he just dropped he went cold turkey on the Mountain Dew. And literally, he went cold turkey on the Mountain Dew. And then I want to say 2 blood tests later, it was gone. There was no diabetes. I know it's diabetes, but I love saying it the way the Wilford
diabetes.
I love saying the Wilford Brimley way. There was no diabetes in his system. It was all, and it disappeared. So, but also he started eating food, like the doctor said, well, rather than just smoking cigarettes and drinking Mountain Dew, you should, eat some carrots and have a glass of water.
Ray, I can't figure out why I'm unhealthy. All I do is drink soda and smoke. Like,
that's a true story. That's true, man. It cleared up eventually, and he's never been over the threshold for it since.
Well, good.
But I'm telling you, during the pandemic, I started drinking regular soda again. And I'm telling you, getting off that regular soda was hard. But I had a blood test, and my doctor was like, holy shit, you're A1, I can't remember the A1C or whatever they call it. And she goes, your A1C is so high. She goes, I've been checking you for the last, 10 years. I've never seen it this high before. You're almost diabetic. I was like, holy shit. I'm telling you, it's the soda. It's the soda that causes it,
Yeah, when I was at my heaviest at 325, the first rule I made soda, and that's pretty much all I did for like the first 6 months. I lost 30 pounds and didn't make any other changes.
You're saying you stopped drinking regular soda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like sugary beverages, like juice
get rid of
and
it.
All of that. All I drank was water and coffee.
Yeah, see, I had to stop. I stopped coffee. And I'm telling you, getting off of coffee is hard too, but yeah. And just go into diet sodas, or what Carlos saying in the chat room, the Coke Zero, the Pepsi Max, all that different, no sugar stuff. So I do recommend going to some type of sugar-free soda.
Steve's got to have a soda story. Look at him.
Yeah, Steve, what sodas are you drinking?
I drink Twist Up.
You drink
It's a
what?
Walmart brand. Walmart cheap brand, generic. 7
You
Up.
drink.
Is it a
what-
cola or what?
Yeah, what flavor?
Twist Up, like 7 Up.
Oh, it
Oh.
tastes like 7 Up.
Yeah.
That's what you're
Oh,
drinking.
it's only $2 a 12 pack. So.
And how much of that is that diet or regular?
No, that's regular.
It's
I
got to
mean,
be
yeah.
quality ingredients in that.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
you should be drinking regular
Why?
Walmart soda. I'm not
Better
sure
than-
that's the best choice.
Better than Pepsi.
Well, but
Cheaper
yeah,
too.
but I'm just saying that no soda would be a better choice.
I have water too.
Yeah.
I only drink soda with my meal.
What are you eating right now?
Nothing. I've already ate. I had donuts and orange juice this morning.
Jesus Christ. You're going to lose a foot.
Yeah, probably am. I can't feel it.
What kind
Oh
of
my
donuts?
God.
What kind of donuts did you have? Where'd you get those donuts from? Where'd you get those donuts from, Steve?
Walmart.
Okay.
They were
Oh, so you
cream-filled.
bought them? You bought them yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't eat all of them one day.
Oh,
I ate 3 one day and 3 the next day. And I had orange juice. That's good for you.
damn. So you
No,
had
there's
some
just
healthy.
there's just as much sugar in orange juice as soda.
Yeah, probably shouldn't drink that.
But it's got vitamin C in it.
That's what my nutritionist said last week.
Eat an orange, then you get the fiber. Helps your body digest it.
I
Oh,
told my
I got a whole bunch of fruit here, vegetables. I got lots of vegetables.
I told my nutritionist I'm only drinking diet soda, and I said, but I'm trying to get off that too. And she goes, "Oh, really?" I said, "Yeah, I got some juice." And she goes, "What kind of juice?" And I told her. She goes, "Oh God, no, that's just as bad." So I had to stop the juice.
What about Hawaiian Punch?
Yeah.
I like that too.
No, Hawaiian Punch.
What about Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, what's the sugar level? I'm gonna Google this. I want to see what the sugar level is in Hawaiian Punch.
I already got diabetes, so who cares?
Well, I'd like for you to stop it. You know what I mean?
I take insulin.
Yeah. It has 17 grams of sugar for just a small glass.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
per small glass. Yeah, I
This
would
soda
probably-
has 40 grams of sugar, and then it says it has included sugars 80% sugar in this soda. Ooh. That's probably not good for me.
So that's in addition to the sugar from the fruit, they add more in.
Right.
Yeah.
But it has no fat.
The sugar is not good for you.
Do you know
Yeah,
what
the
sugar
sugar-
does in your body, Steve? It turns into fat.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Man, that would explain a lot of things with me.
All right, here's a list of the highest of the drinks that have the highest levels of sugar. Okay. Topping the list. Would you like to take a guess what has the highest sugar amount?
Mountain Dew.
No, it's Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola has 39 grams of sugar for 12 ounces. Yeah.
I think Sunny Delight's up there too.
Number 2, Fanta Orange.
Ooh, that's good.
Which is that good? I've never had that.
I like the Fanta pineapple better.
Fanta Orange. Oh, I'm sorry. Fanta Orange has 44 grams of sugar. Holy shit. It's even high. Maybe, am I reading this wrong? No. But Fanta Orange has 44 grams of sugar.
Fanta is owned by Coke.
Sprite. Sprite has 38 grams of sugar. Powerade Mountain Berry Blast
Don't like that.
has 34 grams of sugar. Lipton Iced Tea Lemon has 30. Excuse me, has 31 grams of sugar.
That sounds good.
What are you doing? It sounds like you're.
Oh, am I moving my phone?
Sounds like you're passing gas. Pepsi. Pepsi's up there too, man. Pepsi has 41 grams of sugar.
Mountain Dew has 46.
Yeah, Mountain Dew is the biggest so far. Mountain Dew has 46. So Mountain Dew is the leader. Leader so far, but we're gonna come up to one soon that's even more. Mug root beer has 43 grams of sugar. Dr. Pepper has 64 grams of sugar. Good Lord.
Man, I love root beer.
Red Bull. Red Bull has 27 grams of sugar. Tropicana 100% orange juice, pulp free, has 23 grams of sugar. Holy shit. Yeah. So just to let you know, like I would not, I would try to lay off that stuff. Even the juices, especially, it seems like the Kool-Aid, the Hawaiian Punch, like that. It seems like that stuff is really, really bad for you.
By the Kool-Aid, you control your sugar. I only put 4 cups in.
I think we should start taking donations for Steve's missing foot now because it's coming off.
I'm sorry. Did you
4, yeah.
Did you say you put 4 cups?
Yeah.
You put 4 cups of sugar.
And a gallon of Kool-Aid, yeah.
How much water? How big is the dose of Kool-Aid you're
Gallon. I'm making a gallon jug.
You're making a gallon?
2 packages of Kool-Aid and 4 cups of sugar, and the rest of it water.
That's a lot of sugar, dude.
Really?
Yes.
It might be why my pee smells so funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on a second. I just want to, I just want to check and see if you're making this correctly. Like, what's supposed to go into?
I think one cup.
Yeah. What's supposed to go into Kool-Aid packages?
I think it's a cup for every quart, isn't it?
I believe so,
Maybe.
yeah.
Or a cup for 2 quarts, something like that.
It just seems like a lot.
I think with every pitcher of Kool-Aid, Steve is hitting his yearly intake of sugar.
Yeah, probably.
He's putting in 4 cups of sugar into 1 pitcher of
2
Kool-Aid.
cups. Yeah, 2 cups per gallon or half a cup per pack.
Okay.
He's putting
I put
4 in.
All right, here the general rule is a cup for 1 packet of Kool-Aid.
Okay.
That's what the unwritten rule is. But most people use less.
Oh.
So Steve was
Steve's
mixing in.
like, I don't play by the rules.
Yeah, exactly. I'm single.
You're putting in 4 cups of sugar
Right.
with 1 pitcher.
Right.
I mean that's extremely excessive.
But
You're drinking sugar water.
when I drink that sugar water, I'll eat a tomato.
Oh,
So
for
doesn't that
heaven's
balance
sake.
out?
No,
That's healthy.
no, it's not going to balance anything out.
Hmm.
I think we're getting down to the nuts and bolts of why Steve is single.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm single. Other than I'm fat and I'm disabled, I know that. So.
I wonder why.
Oh,
Steve.
it couldn't be the 4 cups of sugar per day. And that's just in what he's drinking.
Yeah.
He ate 3 donuts. And what else?
I mean, it sounded like this morning he had his day old Walmart donuts.
Yeah.
And then some high sugar Kool-Aid.
I had a cup
or orange juice. That's what he had for breakfast.
I had orange juice. Yeah. For lunch, I'll have a cup of Kool-Aid and some tomatoes.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
That's healthy. Tomatoes are fresh out of the garden.
What'd you have for dinner last night?
Diabetes.
I took my Trulicity this week, so
What'd you have for dinner last night? Yeah.
what did I have for dinner last night?
Yeah.
A pizza from Casey's. Pepperoni pizza.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How big a pizza do you get for yourself?
Large.
Do you eat it in one sitting or do you put some in the
No, I have to it's 2 sittings probably.
All right. What's
I
your
can't eat a
choice
whole
of
pizza.
What's your choice of warm up? Like, like when you get some out of the refrigerator later, how do you warm it up?
Oh, is it the microwave? I don't like pizza warmed up. I eat it cold.
Oh, so you'll eat cold pizza.
Oh yeah, I love cold pizza.
By the way, Karen says tomatoes are good, but it doesn't negate all the sugar in the Kool-Aid. Yeah, it's not like.
I've got cucumbers too.
Well, yeah, but eating vegetables is not going to make your body act like it didn't eat the sugar. You can't.
Oh my God, you sound like my fucking doctor.
I'm just
no slang in that F word.
I'm just sharing with you common sense thoughts. I mean, I'm not
okay.
We just care about you, shit stain. We care.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm having such a hard problem with my incontinence in my bowels. Maybe that's why I'm shitting my pants all the time.
God damn it! I can't handle this.
I just want to say for anybody out there that goes, why does Ray have Steve on his fucking show? What's wrong? I hope you're listening to this. This is exactly why I have Steve on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Exhibit A. Yeah. Oh God.
I got that last night on somebody else's show.
Here's another bit of news for everybody. A third of us, 33% of Americans say they don't shower every day. A new poll asked over 5,000 Americans, do you shower every day? And 62% of us said yes. They do shower every day. 11% of people said yes, they shower every day. In fact, they shower more than once. 20% of people said they shower every other day.
And then what's the remaining category that Steve falls into?
6% of people said they shower every 3 days.
Cool.
Keep going.
2%. 2% of people said they shower every 4 days.
Keep going.
Another 2% said they shower every 5 days.
Oh, keep going.
1% of people said they shower every 6 days. And 3% of people said they shower once a week.
I fit into that 3%. It's Monday. I showered today.
So you shower once a week.
Change my underwear once a week too.
There you go. I got to tell you, did you shower more when you were young?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
When I was young, like in high school, I showered as soon as I woke up. Okay. Then I showered after whatever sport that I practice. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I'd wake up and take a shower. All right. Then I go to school. And then I go to football practice and I'd shower after football practice. And then I'd go home. Or basketball practice or whatever sport I was playing. So I would shower twice a day then. But sometimes I would go home and, and end up doing whatever. Like we'd go outside and do something and get all sweaty. I might shower again. So showering 3 times in a day wasn't, it really wasn't odd. You know what I mean? Like that was something that might happen. 3 times in a day wasn't, so hard to believe.
Right.
As I've grown older, you don't have time. You get, like I was working at, I was waking up at 4:30 in the morning. I sure as hell wasn't showering. Like when I first started in radio, I was when I was working in Texas or when I was in Ohio and even Peoria, I would shower in the morning. And then at some point, like halfway through Peoria, I said, well, fuck that. I'll sleep in. I'm not going to wake up and shower. I'll shower before bed. I'm not going to shower, before the show. And then, and now literally the first thing I do when I wake up is not take a shower. I shower now. I mean, I can't remember the last time I took a shower in the morning. I shower now, usually in the afternoon. Like I'll do this show. Okay. Then I'll end up working out. And then I come home from workout. That's when I shower. You know what I mean? To wash all the sweat and, all that stuff off. I'm not going to take a shower before doing this show. I mean, literally, I'm the only person here in my house. Just me and the cats.
You are so fortunate that you're married already.
Yeah. Now, before I got married, I showered a lot. After I got married, you shower less. And then after you have a child, you shower even less than that.
You just stop trying.
Yeah.
Game over.
You just start. But at no point have I ever gotten like the once a week person in this room.
So, Steve, how long have you been the once a week showering guy?
Long time.
So it's been a long time.
About 15 years. I've been single 15 years too.
I mean, when do you start getting ripe? Like when do you?
Oh, when did I start getting right?
Yeah.
About 4 days.
So
4
about
days
4
in-
days you go, whoa, I got
Yeah,
to
yeah.
clean. You know.
You got to start spraying Lysol around apartments
yet-
and stuff like that.
You still wait. You
What's
still
on
wait
Monday?
a few days after that to go your whole week.
Well, I don't want to ruin my weekend by taking a shower.
Yeah.
How would taking a shower ruin your weekend?
Not too much time.
Come on, Wes. Come on, Wes. Shower. It'll ruin my weekend. I don't want to ruin my weekend.
Did you notice
I mean-
that he said that for 15 years he's been doing it once a week, and he's been single for 15 years? We just glossed over that correlation.
He also says, I ain't been laid in 15 years.
Exactly.
I haven't showered regularly in 15 years. I've told you before, my wife has made it very clear. There is no sex. No sex unless I shower.
Well, I mean, if I had a date, I'd shower for the date. Yeah, I'd even scrub downstairs.
My wife says, if she says, if I want to get lucky, then I'll shower. And boy, I'd shower twice a day, 7 days a week. You know, there would be no occasionally missing a day or waiting till the yeah.
Well, I have no reason to take a shower. I don't have any people other than myself. I have to smell me. I don't go anywhere. I don't have any pets that turn away.
Look at that. Look at that.
Maybe
Carlos-
there'll come a day when I can take a shower every day.
Carlos says, how about you shower first, then go look for a date? Yeah.
I can do that. I've already showered today. That's why I plan on going out.
So your day to look for women is Monday.
Yeah, I've showered today.
Right.
If I thought it would make me luckier, I'd do it every day.
So Monday is your date looking day.
Yeah. Well, Monday's just shower day.
Yeah. That's when you take care of business.
I love that he said I'd even scrub downstairs. Like that's some sort of even more special occurrence.
Obviously it's a rarity.
Just imagine the stench coming off of those nuts. Can you imagine it?
I can't even. I could not even imagine how horrible it is. But on that note,
make sure you check out the Morning Disaster app on iPhone and Android. You'll find the app in Google Play and the iPhone App Store. The app is brought to you by Recontext. It's time for you to get detail-oriented. They can clean your car inside and out, and consider this a tsunami warning. If you don't get a fresh coat of tsunami from Recontext, your car is going to look old and tired. Call 670-1132, 670-1132, and schedule your detail today. Recontext, 820 East Black Avenue, Springfield.
you know, people say you want to live a good life, then get a lot of sleep. They say it's something that we need to do in order to be happy, in order to be fulfilled. We need a lot of sleep. And if you want to get good sleep, then get a good mattress. People are always like, oh, I have this rough sleep. Oh, I've got to try to figure out how to sleep better. Listen, there's no try to figure out how to sleep better. Get a comfortable mattress and you'll sleep better. It's as easy as that. Sleeping better begins by going to Just Beds. That's Just Beds on Montvale in Springfield. Stop into Just Beds and explore today. It's Just Beds in Montvale. They have so many different mattresses you can choose from. Like my wife and I, we sleep on a Bemco mattress every night. Have fantastic sleeps because of the Bemco mattress. They have it at Just Beds, but they also have other brands that you can look at, and they have different beds. You could try different beds, different mattresses. Go in there and say, I want us to lay in Ray Lytle's bed, and then they'll pick you up. They'll drive you over to my house, and they can show you a mattress just like mine. at Just Beds. Stop by today. That's where you should do your mattress buying, at Just Beds. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. And I really, really mean this. You guys know how I am. I only advertise businesses that I use, and Just Beds. My wife and I have had our last few beds have been from Just Beds. While living in Springfield, it's the only place we've gotten our beds from. Is Just Beds. Trust me, guys. You will not be disappointed. All right? It's Just Beds. I want to thank you guys for listening today. It's been a lot of fun. We want you to nominate us for the Illinois Times Best of 21 Best Podcast. Please nominate us to be part of it. I know I won the last one, but they haven't even had this category since 2015. And please, I hope you're not saying, "Oh, they won the last one; they don't need the current one." No, we need all of it. So please nominate us. It'd be nice to be in the.
It could help Steve's self-esteem. He might shower more.
Yes,
it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
And nominate us, not that whore with her garden show.
The racist whore with her garden show.
Yeah, nominate us, not that racist whore Susan and her garden show. All right. Don't nominate Susan, the racist gardener.
The racist garden whore.
We'd really appreciate it. And listen, I know there are good podcasts out there, but we just really appreciate the nomination. So please go by. And if you guys would, please share. I put the link up on Facebook. Please share. Go to my Facebook page, Ray Lytle, and share so others can do it too. We'd really, really appreciate it, you guys. All right. We'd really, really appreciate it. Go there and share it. The Best of Springfield that I put on my Facebook page. Please, I've just made it available for you guys to share to anyone. All right. So please do so. Nominate Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster for the best podcast. You guys are great. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back tomorrow with another show, and we'll get an update from Steve on how the creeping went today.
Yep.
I hope there's some successful creeping, Steve.
Hope so too.
In other words, by successful, I mean I hope you're not arrested by the Milliken police.
I did shower today.
I hope he is arrested.
And please, don't put that cucumber in your pants. So no girls want to see a shit-stained cucumber. Good Lord. Thanks for listening, everybody. Back tomorrow.
Here, guys.